Hello everybody, welcome back to Beauty Bee, where it is somehow, seemingly impossibly, time for my monthly empties. I do have quite a little bin to show you this month. A little mix of everything here. But let's start with some candles, because I know not everyone's interested in that. I'll keep it brief, skip ahead 2 minutes if this is incredibly boring. The first one that I have is from Lasting Smiles. This is their Sea Salt and Citrus Aromatherapy Candle. And this was dirty. It was a little bit smoky. It wasn't very strong. I'm so unimpressed by this. I like my Target Opal House candles so much more than this. And this costs so much more than them. I want to say that, according to FabFitFun, this was like a $35 candle, supposedly. No. Do not recommend, not a fan. Speaking of Opal House, I also finished off the final one of this trio of candles. This one was in pink champagne and it smelled really good. By comparison, this one burned a lot more evenly, it burned a lot more cleanly, and it smells better, so yeah. Don't know what to say about that other candle, but it's dead to me. Also, let's take a look at this packaging. This is so cute. I'm really looking forward to taking these top labels off, cleaning out any remaining wax, and then taking these to the office and using them as organizers in my desk. I think they will be absolutely adorable for that purpose. All right, so we're past that. Now let's do the single-use products. I do have 3 sheet masks for the month. The first is from Purlisse, and this is their Coconut and Rice Nourishing Sheet Mask. It's a sheet mask. It was a good one. I do like everything that I've tried from Purlisse, so would recommend checking out that brand, but this was just a sheet mask. It was fine. I got them on a good sale through BoxyCharm. I think I got 6 of them for $5. That's the price I want to pay for these. It seems silly to me to pay $5-6 for a single-use product that I really don't see a massive difference from. That's just my 2 cents. I also used 2 of these Face Tory Sunbathe Soothing Masks. These have aloe vera in them, and they are intended to be used after sun exposure. I am pretty sensitive to the sun and seem to be becoming more so. So I've been using these pretty much anytime I spend more than about 20 minutes outdoors, and I do think that they help. I don't know if they really help any more than just using, say, the Purlisse one would, but I do like them. And again, I got these on significant sale. I think these ones were through FabFitFun, but wouldn't pay full price, but glad to have them. I also finished off, or I guess just used, it's not like this was some chore to finish, the Liquid Glass Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner Foils packets from Drybar. Now for me, there is enough in these packets to do like one overly thorough shampoo and condition, or like 1 1/4 shampoo and conditions. So I probably overused them a little bit the one time I used them, but oh well. I thought they were both good. I mean, it's one use. It didn't give me supermodel hair in a single use, and it didn't destroy my hair either. So I would try another sample, but these are not big enough for me to decide if I would want to purchase a full size. Fun to use, but honestly, I don't think that I would purchase a Drybar shampoo conditioner anyway. They're kind of expensive. And then this is not really a single-use product, but it's not very exciting. I did finish off my thing of cotton balls. I basically only use these to remove nail polish, so I've been painting my nails a lot. A lot of the time I've been using peel-off base coat, but there are some weeks where I'm painting my nails like 6 times. And that's my fingernails. I'll often paint my toes like twice as well. So even if I'm not using remover for half of those manicures, I'm still going through a lot of cotton balls. I think that covers all of the really boring stuff to talk about. Now let's get into the slightly juicier empties. Though I guess this is kind of a transition item. I have 3 of these sheets of nail stickers. These are floral stickers. There's enough for like 2 to 3 manicures on each of these if you use like 1 sticker on each finger. So this, I mean, they were all floral, but this had sort of this pink and purple, and I want to say there were some yellow flowers on them. I felt like this sticker didn't really fit in with the rest, but that's fine. That's why it didn't get used. No idea what this one is, but clearly I liked them because I used up every last sticker. And then this one was again floral. It has all of these little stickers that just say flower. Not using those. So those 3 sheets of stickers are gone. That's really good. I've been wanting to move out 1 or 2 sheets a month because I bought a 50-pack of these. They're all different designs. Yes, there are probably some sheets in there that I will never use because they just aren't my preference, but I want to at least use up some of them and not have 50 sheets of nail stickers sitting in a drawer. That seems a little bit excessive. Let's piggyback off of that. I finished a nail polish. This is from Wet n Wild. I don't know what color it is, but it was a nude. It's not what I'm wearing today, but this looks like it has quite a bit left. But the last manicure I did was so rough. It was hard to get a smooth layer. It was hard to get an even layer. It was such a pain in the butt to use. So I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna buy nail polish thinner for nail polish that I think I bought like 6 years ago and probably paid 50 cents for this one. I got the entire kit for like what, $5 or $6, and there were 8 nail polishes in there. So I probably paid like 75 cents for this. Yeah, I'm not buying nail polish thinner for it. It's fine. I'm not gonna run out of nail polish anytime soon. But, you know, I was trying to wrap that up, but I did really like this color. I wasn't super into nude nails when I first got this bottle, so it kind of sat unused, or mostly unused, for like 4 years, but I have been getting a little bit more into nude nails. I think that, like today, I'm wearing a little bit more of a deeper nude. This isn't quite a nude on me, but on someone who had maybe a medium tan or tan deep skin tone, it might be. I think that adding a little bit of gold glitter or something makes these really fun and appropriate for any situation, but still having a little bit of personality, and I really like that about this. And when the formula was good, it was, you know, pretty good. It was never the best nail polish ever, but it was also 75 cents. There's a trade-off there. Okay, now I'm actually done talking about that. So let's move on to hair stuff. I'm not going in any real order this month, but we'll move to hair stuff. This is the Foxy Bay 12-in-1 Magic Daily Leave-In Hair Mask with biotin. Now, I am not actually technically finished with this. This tube is empty, but I have been pouring this into a spritzer bottle, and I have, you know, probably 2 ounces left in the spritzer bottle. However, this was a 6 fluid ounce bottle, so I've used 2/3 of it, and I didn't feel like sticking this packaging back under my cabinet for another month and a half while I work on the remnants. So I have used quite a bit of this. I think this is fine. I don't think it's any better than any other leave-in conditioner that I've used. I would not use this personally as my heat protectant, partially because I just have like 2 giant things of heat protectant and rarely use it anyway, but also because I just don't know that I put enough of this in my hair for it to give me that heat protectant benefit that I would need. I mean, I don't have very thick hair. It gets really weighed down if I add too much of this. It looks really dirty really quickly if I add too much of this, or any other product really. It's nothing special about this Foxy Bay one. So I don't know if there's enough heat protectant there, because you're really supposed to be pretty liberal when you're spritzing that on. Anyway, we spent too long on this, but this was just okay. I know that I got this through some kind of Ipsy order for a significant discount. I'm okay with all the things I've gotten from Foxy Bay, but there's nothing that's really wowed me or really stood out to me. So it's not a brand that I'm going to seek out, but the products that I have, I will use and probably think they're fine. And if I found these at like a really good deal at TJ Maxx or something, yeah, I'd consider it. Don't need any more hair products either, but I'd still consider it. I have one, kind of two other hair products to talk about this month, and it is this Kristen S Style of Reviving Dry Shampoo. I only had minis of these, but I had 2 minis of this, and I panned them both in the past month. I liked this so much. I don't know which one I finished first, but I liked the first one that I used so much that about 3 days after I finished it, I tried using another dry shampoo, was disappointed in it, so I broke open the second bottle of this. I think that this is really nice for the way I use dry shampoo. I use dry shampoo to fake like I have washed my hair. Because my hair is a little bit on the thin side and it is on the lighter side, I find that it tends to show oil very quickly, and this helps my hair look and feel clean. This does have a pretty strong white cast, which I think is part of what allows it to look and feel so clean. I feel like there's enough powder that's actually absorbing that oil. However, if you are someone who has really dark hair, I think that they have a dark hair version. I just don't need that. Let's see. This does a really good job of mimicking the feeling of clean hair. It doesn't have that almost sticky feel that some dry shampoo does. This is not going to give you a ton of volume or anything, but that's okay. That's not what I'm looking for. I really like this. I think that I will likely end up purchasing the full size. I'm just forcing myself to use some other dry shampoo first, because I have like 3-4 backups of dry shampoo. That seems a little bit excessive. Probably don't need to get another Kristen S one and just ignore my other ones for a year. I had a really good little month for Empties, didn't I? Because we're just getting into body care at this point, but I finished a Tokyo Milk hand cream. This was fine. This was in the Tokyo Milk Light Heart and Soul scent. I thought the scent was just okay. This hand cream is very greasy, and I don't think it was all that moisturizing considering how greasy it was. I was not impressed with this. I think that if I got a scent that I really, really enjoyed, I would put up with it, but I would rather just buy a scent that I enjoy in one of their perfumes and leave the hand creams alone. I like the Bath & Body Works ones more. I like the EOS ones more. I don't need to pay Tokyo Milk prices for a worse performing hand cream, even if the scent is really nice. This I used as a body moisturizer, even if it was not originally intended as such. This is from Flower Beauty, and it's their Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. It's a glittery oil in a dropper form. I think you're supposed to use this as a skin primer, but there was a lot of glitter in this. Also, my face doesn't really need an oil. I have very normal skin. Just a little bit of moisturizer is enough for me. And yeah, the glitter was not a joke on this. I don't really want to walk around with a ton of glitter on my face. I ended up using this mostly on my legs, so I went through it pretty quickly. I would not repurchase this to use on my legs. Yes, it was fine for that purpose, but this is like a $15 or $20 little bottle, so no. I think that this would be such a better product if they left out the glitter. I don't know why they felt the need to do that. Drew Barrymore, explain yourself. Then the last body care-ish empty that I have is a mini fragrance. This is from Nest and it is Wild Poppy. This was a 3 ml size. Yes, so 0.1 of a fluid ounce. I really liked this scent. This is just a pretty scent. It's like a girl next door kind of floral. It's young. It's definitely does not have that sort of grandma floral vibe that I think we all are aware of. Yeah, it's pretty. I like my description, girl next door floral. I think that's right. It's not sexy, but it's cute, it's pretty, it's nice. I really enjoyed this. And if it tells you anything, this is the first of those Nest perfumes. I think I got 8 of them in a set back in April. This is the first one that I have used up. I really, really enjoyed this. I don't intend to buy any of the full-size Nest ones, but I think so far this is probably the one that I would if I was going to. Now we're going to move on to skincare. The first product I have is this Tony Moly Retinol Eye Cream. It's their Plumpkin line, and I used this both as, standard eye cream, and then I would mix it in with my Pharmacy moisturizer. That's a very thick moisturizer. I don't feel like my skin is quite dry enough to really soak it in correctly. So I've been mixing it with something thinner, either a gel or a serum, something that I feel might complement its benefits. And that's how I ended up using up a lot of this. I thought it was good. I definitely got this for a good price. I want to say that I got this in a duo off of Ipsy, and the duo itself was probably $5. And this is 10 mils. It's not uncommon to get eye products that are, 15 mils anyway. So 2/3 of a full-size eye product for $2.50. Yes, I am here for that price tag. I don't know how much this usually is. I don't think it's a product that I would seek out because I really don't need an eye cream anytime soon. I bought I misspoke. I received for free for review through Yes Style from Neogen Dermology, like a huge 2-ounce size. So I don't need an eye cream anytime soon, but this one was fine. Nothing to write home about, but very, very workable. Man, I have so many empties this month that my camera tried to cut me off. I'm really happy with that. Next up, we have a big skincare piece. This is from Glow Recipe. It is their Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. And I used this to the point where I was, taking off the pump, tapping it on my hand, trying to get things out. I really liked this product. I don't know, though, how much I liked the product itself, how much I liked the Ceramide Recovery Serum versus how much I liked this pretty little green glass bottle and the idea of having a Glow Recipe product. I want to say that this was probably like a 3.5 or 4-star product without the bottle, but the bottle bumped it up to like a 5-star product in my head. I'm definitely keeping this bottle, but I'm really not willing to shell out however much the full size is. I know that it's $40 plus. Really not interested at a price tag, but I did enjoy the product, and I feel like the packaging is really, really cute. I don't know what I'm going to put in this bottle, but it's definitely not getting thrown away. It's too pretty for that. And now we're into makeup. I have 4 makeup empties this month. That never happens. The first one is from Farsali. I've talked about this in my 30 by 30 project pan video, but this was a mini that I got through Ipsy, and I think it was just largely dried out by the time I got it, because this is another dropper style product, but it's so thick. This is way too thick to come out through a dropper. Honestly, it's to the point where I can like hold this upside down and nothing comes out, even though I can see that a third of the product is left in the bottom. I don't feel like I can give a real review because I'm not sure that I ever got the actual functioning product. But yeah, I've heard good things about this. I think Teresa is Dead talked about this quite a bit a little while ago, but I used it a handful of times and it was not good because I couldn't get any out. So that was a waste of time and resources on my part. The next product I just finished today, actually. This is from the Balm, and it is their Furalicious Brow Pencil in Blonde. I got this on clearance for $3. So at that price, cool. Love that. However, this I purchased over Memorial Day weekend, which was what, like 8 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago? And I think that it remained closed for several days after that. So I got 6 or 7 weeks of use out of this. No. At the usual price point, that has got to be a no for me. It is a thinner brow pencil that I usually use, which I like. I thought that it made it a little bit easier to draw in things that look like individual hairs, but I'm not interested in going through another piece of plastic and a $15-ish brow pencil every 6 weeks. That's just not how I want to live my life. So I won't be purchasing this again, but I did like it. I have the brow powder from the Balm also in Blonde, and I do find that they are very similar shades. I think that their blonde shades work together nicely, so that's good, but I am going to stick with the e.l.f. brow pomade and the e.l.f. brow pencil, as well as the Balm powder from now on. Don't need to venture out into expensive brow pencils. That's just not an area where I feel like it's necessary to spend my money. And then I have 2 lip products. The first is a ColourPop Just a Tint. This is in the shade Butterfly Kisses, and it's a very tiny mini. It looks like there is a little bit left, which is actually convenient because then I can show you the color. But this was like a flamingo pink. It was like an obnoxious lawn flamingo, one of those plastic lawn decorations. It was that color of pink. It did fade to a slightly more approachable shade as the day went on, but it is very pink. I like this formula. I don't think it's amazing. It has like a weird, very artificial tropical scent to it, which I don't mind, but I could see really being a turnoff for a lot of people. It's not super moisturizing. It's like more moisturizing than a super standard lipstick, but not by a whole lot. It's definitely not something that I would consider a tinted lip balm. I would think of this more as a slightly sheer lipstick. They're okay. I'm not going to purchase any more of them. There are definitely lip formulas, even from ColourPop, that I much prefer. And I managed to get through my almost the entire video without dropping stuff, and now I dropped the last product. Okay, last product is another lip product, and this is from Jason Wu. It is the Soft Balm in a pink shade. I don't know what this pink shade is, but I have two of these. These are very, very softly pigmented. I can probably get some more out because, you know, isn't that always how it goes? If you're filming an Empties video, you can get more out than you could. I mean, I have a little bit there. It's pretty sheer. You can see some pink at the edges where there's a little bit more gathered, but pretty close to being a sheer balm. I would use this overnight on my lips. I really never wore this as a pigmented lip color because it really didn't offer that. I would prefer to not have these squeezy tube lip glosses. I prefer a doe foot, but this was fine. I got this in a duo through Ipsy as well for probably $5 or $6 for the duo. At that price, I was happy with it. I would not purchase these full size though at regular price. These are like $11 lip balms, and they're nothing special. They're really, really nothing special. But I'm glad to have another lip balm done. I'm glad to have another lip product out of my collection. And I only would have brought in maybe one lipstick in a mini this month. So my lip product collection is actually, you know, the same as it was at the beginning of the month, which is unusual. That very, very rarely happens. Thank you so much for watching today's Empty Bits video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. You might like my other content as well. I really hope that my next Empties video will be another good one. I think it will. I feel like there's quite a few things that are hanging out in my collection that are like 80% done, but we'll see. It is amazing how just doing 1 month of no-buy, not having new things coming in to try, allows me to focus in on the things that are a little bit closer to being done. And I think that that is largely to credit for the fact that I did finish so much this month, and will likely be to credit for next month's hopeful successes as well. And well, I was trying to wrap that video up, and then I went on another little tangent, but I've already done my spiel, so thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!